Hi. Oh my goodness. So much is going on and my brain is shutting down. And anyway, my car broke down yesterday. The brakes went on it. And that is such a scary thing. And my brake light has been on and it just didn't dawn on me. I thought that it had to do with the emergency brake. Stupid me didn't have it checked out. So, and there was really no warning sign other than the light. It was just that I was driving yesterday and I was thankfully pulling out a Bigby. I've gotten a coffee, and then it's like my brake was like going to the floor, so I pulled into a different parking lot. However, the parking lot where I pulled into faced the road, and as I was pulling into the parking spot, I mean, I was flooring that brake, and I'm like, all I could see is me continuing to go into oncoming traffic. And it was like, oh dear Lord, please don't, please, please, please let this car stop. I mean, I was flooring it. It did stop, and I was told later I could have used the emergency brake, I think. So I don't know that I would have thought of that at the time. Now I know. So, I left it there with, and then I went back, I put a note on it. Pretty much anybody that showed up, please don't tow. And I made it a note that was actually from my hoopty car. And it was just, please don't tow me away. My mom will come and get me soon, I promise. And da 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 da. It was kind of funny because I'm just juvenile that way. So today, my son took me to do a test drive on a Equinox. I don't know. Some of these cars have really names. I get them confused. I am not a car person. Anyway, we measured. Um, my car was 14 inches, my daughter's 16, and my son is 18 from the ground to the frame. And I told him, I said, my aunt and my uncle can fit in my car. They can get in my car. They cannot easily get into my daughter's car, nor could my aunt get into your car. I mean, my uncle's taller. Ouch. My daughter's taller, maybe. My daughter. See? Duh. My uncle, being taller, could probably get into my daughter's car, maybe. However, he does struggle to get into my son's car because his legs are bad. My aunt needs a car she can plop into, for lack of a better word. And so I did that, and then he was able to stop at my aunt's, and I was able to take a shower. That's why my hair looks kind of. I didn't use cream rinse this time, so it's pretty um, frizzy. I'm like, and I'm doing that, I'm brushing. I'm like, oh my God, look at the gray. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe how much gray there is. And I'm thinking about not getting it colored again. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Because it's $100 to get my hair colored, and I tend to be in a little bit of debt right now. And I gotta really work on paying that off. And I just hate not being able to donate to certain channels. I'm going to have to back off for a little while. And at least till I get out of debt when I maybe can afford to be more supportive. But anyway, with that said, I'm so childish. I did a YouTube video on reaction channels, Tamberlin Reed. And I only did it because in watching Willow Davis, we were talking about how many reaction channels there are, and people were kind of commenting. So I went ahead and I did a little research and counted as, I mean, it got a little tiresome, and I did a video on that, and that I came up with 108. Actually, there is definitely more, and I had mentioned my three top YouTubers, um, that I like to watch, that I really enjoy. And Zachary Michael is on that list. I mean, he's so sweet. And it was just funny because, I went online and there was a remark or comment from him on my video, and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, oh man. Hold on. Always, always. I was doing a video earlier and the other phone was ringing, so I just figured that I would start it over and the phone rings during this one. But that was my daughter. She's gonna go get me a coffee from Big B, so I'll just wait for her. Anyway, so like I was saying, when I saw a comment from Zachary Michael, I just got all excited. I mean, it's just like being a kid in a school girl in high school or something like that. I mean, because I'm a nobody, and to me, they're like, huge. And I know there's like really, really big YouTubers out there, but to me, they're up there. So yeah, that really made my day. So, yep, I'm such a child. But it's okay. When you get to be my age, that's one thing about getting old. You can go back to being a kid. And it's like you don't care. I mean, you care, but you can be silly and you can do things and people don't care as much. Oh my goodness. Oh, alrighty. I'm not going to redo this video. I'm not going to redo this video. But I need to be more disciplined. It's really hard to do one every day. I have to commend those that do them on a daily basis. I don't feel that I really have a lot to talk about because a lot of it is kind of the same stuff. I mean, you can only, you know, I don't know. It's like just going down the same road with the healthcare system and the obstinate old people that don't want to follow instructions and don't want to listen, and the concerns. But and there's a lot of like um I might stop this video because it's already into 8 minutes and I want to make it short, but I was going to talk about Blue Cross Blue Shield calling me, which I was very, for lack of word, I mean, I was impressed that they reached out to me. So I will do another video on that one. Right now, I was just excited that I got a comment from Zachary Michael, and I get excited whenever I comment on Willow Davis and I get a heart from him. I don't care. I know some people, I think they do an automatic heart. I know some that do, and somehow they do it, but I know that he doesn't. So it means more when you take the time to actually do it yourself and it's not like you see it on absolutely every single comment. Um, so anyway, that is just something that tickles me and it just makes my day, and that's it. I just wanted to touch on that, and yeah, it's cool. So y'all have a good night and I will be back in a little while. Bye.